We're going to finish up our foldable today. This is the very last page. We are starting with angle of elevation. That is the angle formed by a horizontal line of sight above an object. So that means, like, if you're looking at a balloon flying in the sky, I guess, and you're standing right here, this would be the angle of elevation that you are looking up from. So angle of elevation is always looking up. And then we have something called angle of depression. The angle formed by a horizontal line of sight below an object. So let's say you're in the water and you're swimming, and you look down and you see like a little turtle down here. So this right here would be your angle of depression. Elevation and depression are the same because of alternate interior angles. So this is my angle of depression. And this is my angle of elevation. And they would have the exact same measure. So we have a 6-foot vertical pole. Here's my pole. It's 6 feet. And it casts a shadow of 11 feet. Here's my shadow of 11 feet. What is the angle of elevation with the ground? So what is this angle of elevation right here with the ground? We need to know what that is. So 11 is my adjacent side, 6 is my opposite side. Opposite over adjacent is tangent. So the tangent of x is equal to 6 over 11, opposite over adjacent. So that means in your calculator you will do the little -1 thing, 6 over 11. So you do second tangent to get that -1, and then 6 divided by 11. That gives me 28.6. But remember, for angles we round to the nearest whole number, so that 28.6 becomes 29 degrees. Since all of these are word problems, please make sure to put your measurements. So this is Angie. She looks up at 25 degrees, so that means this is 25 degrees. To see an airplane. There is an airplane right here, but it just didn't copy very well, so airplane, yay. Okay. Flying towards her. If the plane is flying at an altitude at 3.5 miles, how far is it from being directly above Angie? So how far is it going to be from here to here, which is the exact same as this distance down here. And this is my right angle. So from this angle, this is my adjacent side, and this one is my opposite side. Opposite over adjacent is tangent. So the tangent of 25 is equal to opposite over adjacent, so 3.5 over x. And anytime you have x in the denominator, these two flip-flop. So x is equal to, and then tangent below, all under 3.5. So in your calculator, you have 3.5 divided by the tangent of 25, which is 7.505. So this length right here is really going to be 7.51 miles. Miles is mi, sorry. Miles. Meters is m. Miles are mi. Okay, Lauren is at the top of a lookout tower. So here's my tower. Here's Lauren of a 15-meter lookout tower. From an angle of depression, so she's looking out this way, And an angle of depression means this angle here of 25 degrees. She sees Evan coming towards her, so this is Evan. How far is Evan from the base of the tower? So how far is this? So if this is 25 degrees, that also means that this is also 25 degrees. So using this angle and this side, this is now adjacent. This is opposite, so it's still tangent. The tangent of 25 is equal to opposite over adjacent. These two flip-flop. X is equal to tan of 25 is in the denominator, all over 15. So 15 divided by the tangent of 25. 32.167. So that's this length of the triangle here. And so we round it to 32.17, and this is in meters. A kite. So they're flying a kite. The kite is flying at an angle of 63 degrees with the ground. So here's the ground, 63 degrees. If all 250 feet of string is out, so 250 feet, and there is no sag in the string, how high is the kite? So how high is it? With using this angle, this is my opposite side, and see, this is my hypotenuse. Opposite and hypotenuse is sine, so sine of 63 equals opposite over hypotenuse. We'd multiply both sides by 250 to get this one out. So 250 times the sine of 63 is equal to x. So 250 times the sine of 63. 222.751. So this is in feet, and we're talking about how high it is, so that means 222.75, since the next one's 1, and feet. Joey is putting up an antenna at the 30-foot mark. He attaches a 50-foot guy wire. So those are the wires that help hold up antennas or trees. 50-foot guy wire. At what angle is the guy wire what angle does the guy wire form with the antenna? So guy wire, antenna, this angle. We don't know what that is. Degrees, not squared, sorry. My 50 is my hypotenuse, and my 30 is my adjacent. Adjacent hypotenuse is cosine of x is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Since we don't know the degrees, we do to the -1. So second cosine of 30 divided by 50. 53.1, and since it is a degree, it's 53 degrees. A person at the top of a cliff, so here's my cliff, and a person on it, and it's a 100-foot cliff. Sees Gilligan's boat. His sighting of the boat is an angle of depression. Remember, angle of depression is a little different. It's the only one that's different. Is it 10 degrees, which also means this one down here is 10 degrees. How far is the boat from the base of the cliff? How far is the boat from the base of the cliff? So right here. So my x, since it's right here by this angle, is my adjacent. My 100 is my opposite. We know that's tangent, which is opposite over adjacent. These two flip-flop. So get out your calculator. 100 divided by the tangent of 10. 567.128. 567.128. And this is in feet, so it's 567.13 feet. And that's the end of the video. Monday we will do the review for your test, and then test on Tuesday.